Welcome, dear viewers. Have you ever stood in front of an ancient ruin and thought, how did they build this without modern tools? What if I told you there are places so mysterious, so perfectly constructed, that even today's smartest minds can't explain them? From a man who claimed he discovered the secret behind the Egyptian pyramids, to giant stone jars scattered across the mountains of Southeast Asia. These are real places you can visit, but no one fully understands them. We're diving into 5 ancient sites that continue to stump scientists, archaeologists, and anyone who dares to ask how, why, and who built them. Let's begin. The Coral Castle, Florida. Picture this. You're in southern Florida. You walk up to what looks like a fortress made of stone. But not just any stone. Massive coral blocks weighing up to 9 tons each. Welcome to the Coral Castle, built entirely by one man, Edward Leeds Calnan. No cranes, no crew, no modern machinery. Just Edward, and a secret he took to the grave. He spent 28 years building this site, working mostly at night, in total secrecy. Locals never saw him transport a single stone. And when people asked how he did it, he gave only one answer: I discovered how the pyramids of Egypt were built. Some believe he used magnetic forces. Others think he cracked a forgotten ancient technology. Whatever the truth is, Coral Castle is one of the few places in the U.S. where mystery isn't just a story. It's in the architecture. And here's the kicker. The stones are perfectly balanced. No mortar, no cement. They've survived hurricanes for nearly a century without moving an inch. So, how did one man do what teams of builders today would struggle to pull off? Let us know what you think in the comments. Göbekli Tepe, Turkey. Next, we travel to Turkey, to a hill called Göbekli Tepe. Here stands what might be the oldest temple ever built, over 11,000 years ago. That's twice as old as the pyramids. The site contains massive stone pillars, some over 16 feet tall, weighing 10 tons. They were arranged in circles with astonishing precision. Each pillar is carved with animals, symbols, and patterns. But here's the twist. We don't know who built it, we don't know why, and we don't even know what it represents. This was built before agriculture, before written language, before organized cities. Most archaeologists believe it was used for religious or spiritual purposes. Some think it was a gathering site for rituals. But there are no graves, no tools, no signs of permanent settlement. What kind of people built this? How did they lift these stones without wheels or pulleys? And more importantly, why did they bury the entire site on purpose? Yes, you heard that right. At some point, someone deliberately covered Göbekli Tepe in earth, hiding it for thousands of years. Was it to protect it? Was it shame? Was it war? Nobody knows. Stonehenge, England. You've definitely heard of Stonehenge. It's on every postcard from the UK. But behind the tourist attraction lies one of the greatest unsolved engineering puzzles in Europe. Located in Wiltshire, England, this circular formation of massive stones is at least 5,000 years old. Some stones came from over 200 kilometers away. They weigh up to 25 tons. So, why would ancient people drag these rocks across rivers and hills just to stand them upright in a field? Some theories say it was a cemetery. Others claim it was an astronomical calendar. Some even suggest it was a healing center. But none of those theories explain how it was built. And here's the thing. This part of Britain had no known civilization at the time. There's no record of who lived there, what they believed, or how they gained the knowledge to build such a structure. It remains one of the most famous monuments with the least amount of actual answers. The Copper Scroll, Dead Sea region. Imagine you find a scroll, but it's not made of paper. It's carved into copper. You unroll it, and it starts describing a hidden treasure made of gold, silver, and rare coins. That's exactly what archaeologists found in 1952 near the Dead Sea. It's now called the Copper Scroll, part of the Dead Sea Scrolls collection. But here's the problem. It's written in a coded form of Hebrew that no one fully understands. Some parts are missing, others reference places that no longer exist. Phrases like "beneath the second chamber" or "at the bottom of the reservoir" appear often. But without maps, the clues are nearly useless. Is the treasure real? Was it already found centuries ago? Or is the scroll part of an elaborate hoax? After decades of study, experts still haven't recovered anything described in it. Some even believe it references items from the Temple of Solomon. Real or not, this scroll adds fuel to one of the most intriguing treasure mysteries in history. The Plain of Jars, Laos. Let's head to Southeast Asia. In the mountains of Laos, there's a place called the Plain of Jars. Scattered across this landscape are over 300 giant stone jars. Some are taller than a person, some weigh several tons, but no one knows who made them. Local legends say giants once used the jars to drink wine. Other stories say they were used to celebrate military victories. But archaeologist Madeleine Colani proposed a different theory in 1935. She believed the jars were ancient burial chambers. She even found human remains in one of them. One jar still had a stone lid, suggesting it may have once sealed a body inside. Still, her theory wasn't widely accepted. Why? Because most jars had no remains at all. Some researchers believe the remains were the result of isolated crimes, not systematic burial. So the jars might not have been tombs at all. They could have been used for storing food, water, or something else entirely. Thousands of years later, we're still guessing. From Florida to Laos, Turkey to the UK, the world is filled with ancient sites that refuse to give up their secrets. They weren't built with machines, they weren't documented in books, but they're still standing. Quiet reminders that our ancestors knew things we can't explain. Which of these sites do you think holds the biggest mystery? Do you believe ancient civilizations had help, or did they just know something we've forgotten? Drop your theories in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. It helps us reach more curious minds like you. And if you want more deep dives into history's biggest questions, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.